Rappers who proved interviewers wrong. Oh. Uzi.
Have a difficult relationship to say the least.
When I get rich, I want a big enough crib for all these fucking shoes, bro. See, you a sneakerhead.
Although they often clash, rappers need these big platforms to promote their music, while the interviewers who thrive on the genre stars need them to appear on their shows to continue
the baby head shape is crazy.
Profiting from the culture. Caught in a love-hate dynamic, interviewers tend to be very opinionated when it comes to rappers, and they often express their feelings on not just their careers, but even how they move in their day-to-day lives. Sometimes they even make predictions, some of which are so accurate that it's almost painful to hear. But for every time they're right, there are others when rappers manage to make the interviewers look like they had no idea what they were talking about.
Yo, this Joe Budden and Yachty interview, like, it made me, when I first seen it, it made me so mad, because, like, why is you talking to me like that? Like, he was spazzing at Yachty, but if it was any other rapper, he would not talk to them like this, bruh. I felt bad for Yachty, bro.
On other occasions, the way their careers panned out completely contradicts what they had said about them in the past. My name is Luesta, and these are rappers who proved the media wrong. To start, let's take a look at one of the all-time generational clashes in hip-hop history. Of course, we're talking about Joe Budden's showdown with Lil Yachty.
Yup.
While Lil Yachty was preparing to release his debut album Teenage Emotions back in 2017, he decided to do what a rapper usually does, and went on a press run to promote it. However, when it came to his appearance on the newly popular debate show between Joe Budden and DJ Academics titled Everyday Struggle, Yachty had to deal with the old head Joe Budden berating him in his album the entire time.
When I came up with that cover.
Go back. So you came up with this cover?
Yeah, I came up with that cover, and
nobody from the art department at the label came up with this cover.
No,
you went
actually,
to the label and said, "I want two gay dudes kissing. I want the white girl with the funny hair." That you went to the label.
See, look what I'm saying. Like, why is you criticizing what his album cover looked like? They probably not even gay. Nigga just wanted to say shit. Like, bro, I would have stopped him right there, and like, bro, I would have stopped him right there. It would have never got like to the point of how Yachty did it, bro.
And said you want all of that.
Actually, I didn't go to the label.
You called?
I didn't call the label. It has nothing to do with the label. We do it and then we give it to the label.
Throughout the interview, Joe critiqued Yachty in his approach to hip-hop, attempting to prove that he was the epitome of everything wrong with the genre that he deeply valued. From dissing legends like Tupac and Biggie, to being a pretty stereotypical rapper from the looks down to the content of his lyrics, one can argue that Budden had a valid point to make, but he may have taken it a bit too far, especially after he started criticizing everything from Yachty's attitude to his label deal.
I don't care about the business part. I care about how Yachty feels.
I'm telling you how I feel. So when you come from a college dorm room with no money and you ain't getting no play with no girls, you have no clothes, you have no car, and you come to having 3-4 cars, you got millions of dollars, $500,000 on your body just to wear, and any kind of clothes you want, any hoes you want, how could you be upset?
Because I don't think that's where your values lie. That's why. Is that sounding old guy mad still?
No, it sounds like you know you fucked up and you're trying to bring it back.
Facts. Cook that nigga. Cook him.
As someone who had his own issues with labels, which messed up his perception of major deals, Budden seemed to maintain the idea that Yachty was nothing but naive, and that if he wasn't careful, he would just be another rapper whose glory days of riding a wave would be a thing of the past.
Then tell me what you want from hip-hop.
I don't know. I mean,
you don't think that's a question you should answer at some point?
What do I want from hip-hop?
Or are you leaving all of this to QC to figure out?
I'm making music, bro. I'm just having fun. I'm saying my fans love it.
You're gonna have a problem with just having fun in 5 years.
What did you want from hip-hop?
You're gonna have a big problem with just.
What do you want me to say? You want me to say?
I want you to be aware of your business. I want you to know whether you're in a 360 or not. I want you to appreciate the culture that changed your life and took you from college dorm.
Like, he's saying all of this, the nigga getting mad at him because he's a 19-year-old rapper, multi-million-dollar deal. He's trying to give him advice, but like, why is you yelling at him and shit? He don't gotta do none of this. He could have just gave him the advice. The nigga just started yelling at him and shit.
People had mixed feelings about this debate, with many claiming that Joe's own bitterness was just clashing with Yachty's genuine optimism and happiness with where he was at.
I think this was definitely not an old head versus young head conversation. This was just an angry rapper versus one of these newer, I don't give a fuck, I'm carefree rapper conversations.
With Joe literally on the verge of tears at one point during this interview, people joked about how Budden was taking it a bit too serious, and how it seemed like he has some kind of vendetta against the young rapper. And while people like Lil Yachty's label boss, PRP Thomas, came to his defense, claiming how Lil Yachty made about $13 million in 16 months at the time, it didn't stop Joe from doubling down on the next episode.
I would like for Yachty, while he's having fun, to be business savvy as well.
He'll learn some stuff.
I agree. He's 19. He got time.
Following Budden's potentially violent interaction with the whole Migos crew at the BET Awards,
when was
his continued
this?
criticism of Yachty and the other members of his label, QC, led to a diss track from Quavo and Yachty with the track Ice Tray.
Ice tray on nigga flooded. Ice.
I remember this. Damn.
Yachty with the track Ice Tray.
Ice tray on nigga flooded. Ice.
Damn.
If a nigga hate it, call him Joe Budden.
The music video also featured a segment that parodied the show.
Man, they not about the coaching. They making hundreds of thousands in shows, $1 million in endorsements. Look at their jury. Like, I ain't had jury like that.
But none of this really made Joe all that mad. In fact, it really did play a role on increasing the numbers of Everyday Struggle and, by association, the Joe Budden podcast. However, what probably does bother Joe a little is just how wrong he would prove to be about Lil Yachty himself. Despite a few setbacks, Yachty has worked hard to shake off the early perception that he was just another mumble rapper with no staying power or talent. Although tracks like Poland being incredibly successful in recent years caused further confusion, Yachty kept on his grind and is now a trusted advisor of Drake, to the point that he's even ghostwritten for the biggest star in the game, and was even name dropped in a diss by his enemy Kendrick Lamar. Later, he finally got the critical praise he sought on the experimental project that was 2023's Let's Start.
Yo, this project was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie, this might have been his perfect project.
Here.
It's kind of no contest. I feel like Lil Yachty really did it.
He grew up,
this
bro.
One, genuinely.
That's
so
all it was.
I think a
He
lot of
grew
the
up,
hype
bro.
behind this LP genuinely is real.
Undoubtedly seen as the high point of his catalog, he's even succeeded where other artists have fallen short by stepping into other genres without it flopping, which is something that rappers like Kid Cudi, Trippie Redd, and Wayne all failed to do. Now officially at a point where his career has been more commercially successful than Joe Budden's for the better part of a decade, Lil Yachty has continued being him, and in doing so, proved that he never had to stop having fun, as Joe once implied. Even going on to start his very own podcast titled A Safe Place Podcast, which has had appearances from Kai Cenat, J. Cole, and Sexy Red, to name a few. But he's not the only rapper who proved an interviewer wrong by continuing to excel and become the artist they always wanted to be. In fact, when it came to Ebro and Lil Uzi, the old head had to literally walk back what he said a few years later. Similar to Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert was seen as an anomaly when he first came in the game. With his purple dreads, interest in high fashion, and an identity that transcends the typical hip-hop artist, the mainstream media didn't know how to—
Bro, Uzi is like, I'm glad I grew up on Uzi, bro, cause like the nigga he just himself, bro. Like he was being himself from the jump. Like he ain't put on no facade. It's like if you fuck with him, you fuck with him. If you don't, you don't, bro.
How to handle this rapper who had already been a beloved figure among the younger generation for years. So when he started appearing on some of the biggest radio stations like Hot 97, some of the cultural gatekeepers gave him a rough time, but no more than Ebro Darden. Looking like he came in with an agenda from the minute Uzi sat down, Ebro made it clear that he did not like Uzi and what he represented. And when Uzi refused to rap over what he labeled as, quote, old man beats for him.
And this is the shit I be talking about with Double XL too, bro. Uzi didn't rap. This what started it. Uzi didn't rap on no old ass beat. And Double XL tried to make niggas freestyle. Nigga, this generation, we not freestyling on no trash ass beats, bro. And it's not even the beats for real. It's just the fact that this generation, we don't freestyle like off the dome no more. Unless you like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was, he was talented for that shit. But he was the only one who did that though. Nobody else was like that. We're not talking about Eminem though. But Juice WRLD was the only one who actually like freestyle off the dome ski. Like that's all it
he made a
was,
weird
bro.
claim that all these years from now, all of this arrogance would come back to bite him.
I do not have to just act. I do not have to just turn. Got your girl on me. I feel like I'm making. I don't know, man. This is
I respect the
cool.
fact he fell off at the end.
Yeah. Put another beat on. Shit.
Nah, because all I got is old man beats and you not built for
Hey,
that.
listen, it's gonna be a lot of young guys coming up here and they ain't gonna want to rap on that. I'm trying to tell you, it's changing.
Yo, look.
It's changing.
He literally telling that nigga.
It's changing, bro.
I hope they change. But as I've seen with all you little young motherfuckers that think you nice.
Yeah.
He is pretty nice.
You nice.
Yeah, I'm good.
Y'all get to like 27, 28, and y'all niggas get to struggling and y'all.
And now he 27, 28, one of the biggest niggas ever.
Y'all be trying to come
I'm
back
gonna tell
to
you
find
what,
that sound.
I ain't gonna struggle, bro.
All right, we're gonna see.
Facts.
And guess what? I'm gonna be here.
Yeah. It's gonna be totally different too. Like I'm gonna be all the way a rock star by then.
As everyone knows now, that take aged like milk. And Uzi has gone on to become one of the biggest artists of the modern era. The comments to the video are literally just filled with people claiming that Ebro was in the wrong. As from that day onwards, his career has been defined by nothing but #1 records and sold out shows.
Facts.
In the year 2023 alone, he was essentially a cultural savior when he scored the first hip-hop #1 album of the year that earned over 167,000 sales in its first week of dropping.
Damn.
Because of the absolute tear that Uzi has gone through in hip-hop, Ebro did post an apology of sorts, acting like he was only trying to encourage him. And as the clip from the interview constantly resurfaced and went viral numerous—
No, he was not trying to encourage, bro. He was trying to break him down. Like, make him look bad, bro. It didn't work. It didn't work.
For how wrong he was, it prompted Ebro to tweet this in—
I'm so glad I pressed Uzi Vert 4 years ago. He proved me wrong, exactly what I love. Hope more artists do the same when I question your talent or skills. Man!
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass up.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
2020. So glad I pressed Uzi Vert 4 years ago. He proved me wrong. Exactly what I love. Hope more artists do the same when I question your talent or—
Didn't Eternal or Tate go #1 too? Bro, this nigga Uzi's him.
skill. But for most people, this hasn't been enough for him to escape being mocked for—
Facts. Nah, OG, you were hating and you thought his choice too shot away from being a pure lyricist will bite him in the ass. Facts.
his poor decision. Nah, OG, you were hating. Crazy how you just tried to play off being a clown. Just take the L. A man who's seen nothing but success, he's now planning to bow out of the top after his next album.
Love is Rage 3 will be my last album. After Love is Rage 3.
Bro, yo, I'm gonna just let y'all niggas know. This nigga Uzi is not dropping Love is Rage 3. He scrapped it. He's dropping Eternal or Take 2. Like, bro, he scrapped it, bro. I was kind of sad cuz like, damn, Love is Rage 3, like, damn, but we not getting it. We not getting it.
I guess I will go on another tour for Love is Rage 3. But after that, I want to try to live a normal life.
In examples such as Uzi and Yachty, we see where the media has gotten things so horribly wrong when it comes to analyzing a younger artist's future. However, when Tekashi 6ix9ine and Charlamagne the God debated each other, the rapper would not only prove him wrong after the interview, but during it as well. Currently, Tekashi's heated battles with Charlamagne on The Breakfast Club are among the top 5 most viewed videos on the radio station's YouTube channel.
Damn.
From the first time they ever encountered one another, Tekashi and Charlamagne really didn't get off to the best start, with Tekashi being the brashiest artist on the scene, who is constantly telling everyone to test his gangsta with the backup from the 9 Trey Bloods. Charlamagne was never going to get along with Tekashi's disrespectful attitude and fake gangster image that he portrayed for publicity. And after Tekashi 6ix9ine and his crew were caught in a massive brawl at a Los Angeles airport, sparked by Tekashi calling out his haters who warned him not to come to Los Angeles, Charlamagne roasted him on Donkey of the Day.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, you think you trolling people, but actually you trolling yourself because you believe that you can't be touched. You believe that nothing can happen to you. Let me be the first to tell you, every person that has gotten touched in life probably thought they couldn't be touched. I saw on hotnewhiphop.com this morning, Tekashi 6ix9ine has another canceled show, this time in Pennsylvania. You do realize that's about to be the story of your life, right?
Shortly after, Tekashi agreed to do an interview on The Breakfast Club to chat with Charlamagne. And while everyone was waiting for Charlotte to absolutely sun Tekashi in front of millions of people, what happened on the show was completely different.
How'd you get the name Tekashi 6ix9ine? Let's start from there.
I don't want to start there. I want to start somewhere else.
You want to jump right into it?
I want to jump right into this shit.
Oh, let's go.
Get into the juicy shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
What you want to start with?
Start with whatever you want to start with.
Within minutes, Charlotte tried to make it clear that he was setting himself up for failure if he kept doing what he was doing.
I feel like I'm most hated, you know what I'm saying? Everyone wants to come for me. How many people came for me? A lot. Why? Because I'm the hottest artist. And nobody ever gonna take
You don't think telling people to suck your dick online got anything to do with it too?
Nah, I tell them to suck my dick every day.
A majority of the interview had to do with Charlotte basically trying to call Tekashi a hypocrite, with Tekashi doing anything he can to get his point across.
He said I'm contradicting myself. There's a difference between being gangster and being stupid. Listen to this, right? I let my nuts hang, right? But am I gonna go against 100 that want to get me, or be the smarter person and be like, stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance?
Oh, this is the meme. This is the meme. Yo, stupid.
Only minutes into the interview, and Charlamagne was getting aggravated at Tekashi's arrogant and cocky behavior.
Anybody can get touched.
I'm just saying, like, yo, blood, it's not so hard to find me. It's not hard to find me. It's not hard. Yo, boy, it's not hard to find me.
Don't call me a boy, please.
It's not hard to find me. It's not hard to find me at all. If someone wanted to find me, they would have been found me.
Give it some time.
Nah, blood. Like, I feel like you're gonna be waiting a long time, blood.
When he realized it was really tough to get under Tekashi's skin, Charlotte decided to dig into his archive of comebacks and bring up an old case from 2015 where Tekashi was sued for essay of a minor. But somehow, even that didn't work.
Are you a registered?
Nah, I'm not. You could actually look it up. You got a computer right there.
At one point, even Tekashi pointed out that Charlotte failed to do what he was famous for doing.
I'll be trolling. You see how I get under his skin?
You're not under my skin.
I can see I'm under his skin. Like, everyone knows I'm under his skin.
You're not under my skin.
At every given moment, Tekashi was well prepared with a solid response for every allegation, critique, and threat that Charlotte made.
Listen, you're not under my skin, but I just be concerned because you're a young man, you're making money. People like your music. I don't understand why you have to do all the other antics.
I don't do it, bro. I address situations. Like, name one situation I started.
I don't know if he started it.
Let me do what I'm doing, because obviously whatever I'm doing is working.
Nah, not when it comes to all that beef shit, man.
You don't got no Billboard records.
I got a nationally syndicated radio show. I got a New York Times best-selling book. I've had hit TV shows. I executive produce a lot of TV shows. I got movies.
To be honest,
out.
if it wasn't for this, I would have never heard about you. Like, I'm telling you for a fact, this is gonna be your most viewed.
You took your GED test yet?
Yeah, I took it and I passed it.
With Charlotte being the most ruthless host of any radio show ever, people were shocked at how well Tekashi handled himself during the interview.
It wasn't until I watched it a second and third time that I felt like, damn, Tekashi had control of this interview the entire time. So that told me that this kid is not as stupid as I maybe thought that he was at some point.
After all that went down, and everyone basically thought Charlamagne got clowned by Tekashi, it was no surprise that when 6ix9ine got locked up on RICO charges in relation to his ties to the 9 Trey, Charlotte was savoring every moment.
But I don't feel sorry for him making choices that landed him in the decision, in the position that he's currently in.
With 6ix9ine originally facing over 40 years in prison, Charlamagne didn't see any chance of Tekashi escaping a jail cell. In fact, he was so sure that he even made a bold gamble.
If Tekashi 6ix9ine beats this case, I'll sub. You don't have to ask me.
Shit. He wildin'. And the thing is, the nigga beat the case.
Oh my God. This is creepy.
With Tekashi turning federal witness, his time in jail was massively reduced, and by the time that it was the middle of 2020, he was a free man again. Always eager to troll his enemies, Tekashi caught wind of Charlamagne's previous prediction and asked him to pay up. And shortly after his return, he posted the clip on Instagram with the caption, "Ask Charlamagne the God, I'll let you explain this." Suddenly finding himself in a bizarre position where he was being asked if he was going to follow through, Charlamagne tried to shoot himself some bail on a technicality.
You said that if Tekashi beat his Fed case, you would go down on him.
Man, that's hyperbole. Like that was hyperbole. Like, yo, that's another one that just won't die. That was hyperbole. You know why that was hyperbole?
It's not hyperbole, gang. Get with the program. It's trolling. It's trolling. You were trolling. Just say you were trolling, bro.
I knew that there was no way in hell he was beating that case. And I'm glad you asked me about that, Vlad, because he did not beat his case. He cooperated with authorities.
He pled guilty.
He pled guilty. He cooperated, and he got a sweet sentence. Key word, sentence. He did not beat his case.
Try as he might, this strange bet still hovers over Charlamagne's head to this day, with a lot of fans thinking that he still has to make amends for it. No straight man will ever joke like that. No wonder the Breakfast Club didn't invite him back. But one man who doesn't have any problem of that sort, because he did exactly what he pledged to, is Lil Durk. Following a clash with academics over his beef with NBA YoungBoy, he had no choice but to show improve. For years, Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy have been engaged in a simmering battle between each other, sparked by the problems between their two proteges in King Von and Quando Rondo that would eventually lead to the O Block leader's death. The two would try and undermine each other whenever they got the chance. Then in 2023, when NBA YoungBoy decided to schedule the release of his album, Richest Op, for the same day as Durk's Almost Healed album. Speaking to academics on the Off the Record podcast, the often controversial media figure suggested that Durk was trying to use his feud with NBA YoungBoy solely to boost his numbers.
I don't think about it.
And it worked. And it worked. It worked.
Zero. I was shocked when I woke up to that shit. What the fuck? It gotta be a fake page.
So you're not trying to use it for promo?
For what?
That's what people believe.
Why would I use you for promo when I know I'm out here?
Well,
did I drop an album?
Well, you said you were dropping an album. That's why he dropped his album. He wants to compete.
Who buying who?
Here's my opinion.
Nah, you can't keep talking about your opinion, man. Who buying who?
I think you both.
I don't think about that
for sales.
No, I don't. Man, I put it on all my kids. We doing the aha, all that shit. That's what's cool. That was what we doing. Right now, I don't need that little boy.
As an extra shot in Charlie's direction, Durk said that he knew that YB was playing fair because of how subpar his sales were.
You know who be paying for these numbers? Like paying for like sales and shit. You know who, but
YoungBoy do not do pay for numbers.
Nah. Zero. But I'm saying,
damn.
No, listen. But I never in my life paid for streams. I never in my life paid for sales. My shit built organic.
In the end, the May 12th deadline.
Boy, ain't nobody in the rap industry built organically, nigga. But I know what he's saying though. I know what he's saying though. But like,
and arrived, and only NBA YoungBoy dropped his album. This didn't help Lil Durk's case of not using the beef, as his decision to move the original release date makes it seem like he was afraid of being outsold. Immediately, YoungBoy saw this as a clear-cut sign of defeat.
We said, nigga, you push back, you better not ever try it again. Don't play with me. Show on my watch, mama.
But while Durk maintained that his project was delayed because of an issue with a feature clearance, the numbers didn't lie when it was all said and done. After maintaining that he would outsell YoungBoy to act, that's exactly what he did, as where Richest Op sold 51K, Almost Healed moved 100.
Damn!
That seemed to basically dilute the whole beef. YoungBoy has since refuted that they were even in any real conflict at all.
LG, man, I talk to Durk like every 2-3 nights, man. He focused on $1 billion right now. You let them, get him to let me out this house. I hit that stage for you.
And the thing is, bro, what if the shit was fake? What if all this shit was fake? I think about that every day, like, nigga, what? You, huh? Bro.
How you want me to come? Every chain on or just one chain?
While YoungBoy seemed to back down when he revealed that his claims to outsell Durk were unfeasible, one man that never had to do that following a confrontation with Charlamagne was Kanye West. For a long time, Kanye has been determined to lower prices for his fashion brand, a topic that he discussed as early as 2016. Ye's claims that he would make it happen whenever it became possible eventually led to Charlamagne calling him out during a rare trip to the Breakfast Club.
I want to make affordable, and I will make affordable.
You sold $150 t-shirts, Ye?
I didn't price the t-shirt. That's what I'm trying to say. I was just trying to design. I did not price the t-shirt. I did not price the Yeezys. I did not price the Louis Vuitton. But on my next ventures, I will be pricing them. And y'all can say, this is what we want. We want you to make, you know, music to you, Ron Ozzy age. You can't marginalize me. You can't tell me what creativity I'm supposed to do on this earth. You can't control me.
In a lot of ways, the way that Yeezy's range was sold is no surprise. Adidas didn't want to flood the market because it ensured that they would have to be sought after and they would keep the price point high. As a result of the clothing line's popularity, Yeezy became a billionaire. And with other moves in the fashion world that would never come to pass, he looks set to only extend his net worth even more. But as we know by now, the Adidas deal eroded in the face of Ye's anti-Semitic comments. Following a letter from WME CEO Ariel Emanuel, which calls for a boycott of all things Ye, Kanye posted the following letter, which proved that he saw the loss of the fortune.
Ariel Emanuel, I lost $2 billion in one day, and I'm still alive. This is love speech. I still love you. God still love you. The money is not who I am. The people is who I am. When was this? 2022?
And as an opportunity. In another interview, he doubled down, saying that it had changed his perspective.
The first year where I managed to keep my account above 100 million until I got hit with $27 million of taxes last week. Then my payroll got cut by Adidas immediately, which was against the contract. And then I flew 2 members of Corn Resnick in last night, and they exposed the extra 40 million that they had been hiding from me. Bill. What I'm saying is I'm being honest to you guys. I've been humble and I have no reason to lie. My family was taken away from me. My reputation has been smeared.
Suddenly given his independence, this has meant that Ye has been able to make good on the claims that he had made. Meanwhile, he took the most low-budget Super Bowl ad ever to let the world know what products were available.
But like, the thing with Ye, like, okay, you wanted to do this and this and this, but didn't he like, he messed up his contract by like, he said some crazy shit online or something like that, and then they just swiped this shit. Can they do that? I guess they were doing damage control or something.
Hey y'all, this Ye, and this is my commercial. And since we spent all the money on the commercial spot, we actually didn't spend any money on the actual commercial. But the idea is I want you to go to Yeezy.com, and I'm gonna write it at the bottom of the screen, and I got some shoes, and that's it.
Ultimately, the gamble did pay off, as the day after he aired the commercial,
and niggas bought
he made $19.3 million in.
See what I'm saying, bro? He did this trash ass commercial and made 19 mil. What? Bro, PC, calm down, gang. Chill. But like I was saying, bro, this nigga made $19 million. $19 million, bro.
Revenue in just 24 hours. But above all that, the low prices vindicated those claims he made to Charlemagne way back when. And his new merch was $20 everything. He walked the walk. Charlemagne was wrong in so many ways, and Ye was spitting nothing but truth. While this was an undeniable win for Ye in proving Charlemagne wrong, not every time that an MC contradicts what someone says is positive. Unfortunately, one man who knows this all too well is a man that West previously described as his favorite rapper in Lil Baby. During his appearance on Big Loon's It's Up There podcast, the ATL rapper, who'd been on a tear for years since the release of 2020's My Turn, received some flowers for his accomplishments.
Do you know you one of the biggest black men in the world?
Sure. I understand that. I be telling my man all the time, like, there ain't a lot of black people in the world. You feel me? Like, well, ain't even gonna say the world like United States. Like, where we at, like, we like the least percent. People don't know that because we only, like, go where black people at, so we see a lot of black people.
To me, you the
Logic say C just followed.
That PC is not having it. Nice.
hardest young nigga. I stamped that.
But with the interview airing in October of 2022, it feels like from the moment it was released, Lil Baby has forfeited his status as one of the biggest stars in the genre. Now, I've done a major deep dive on Lil Baby's decline before, but here's a brief summary on how he's plummeted from grace ever since.
Bro, Lil Baby does not give a fuck. Bro, he does not care about rap no more, bro. Bro, he been rapping since 2018, gang. He's just focusing on becoming a billionaire right now, bro? Like, I would have stopped rapping too, bro. The nigga got kids. Bro, the nigga almost 30.
First, there was the It's Only Me project, which was seen as a major disappointment from his fans and critics alike. And while it improved upon the sales from his previous release, something seemed strange when it came to his tour sales.
Lil Baby's on tour currently. They said Lil Baby's ticket, he's trying to do arenas about 10,000 to 15,000. You imagine his baby. Yeah. They say his tour is doing bad. They're like, you'll never see him post that his tour is sold out. It's not selling that much.
Damn.
Soon, Ack would be proven correct when shows were canceled. Alongside his relationship with billionaires like Michael Rubin and Robert Kraft, ruining his reputation as a street artist.
But I don't know about him, bro. Like, bro, this nigga scare me, bro. If I ever get like a big enough influence and this nigga invite me to his white party, bro, if I go, that's y'all sign to like unsubscribe and follow. No cap, no cap. If y'all see me at a Michael Rubin party, all white party, unsubscribe, follow, unfollow me on every platform, block me, block me, block me.
As they were seen being a little too touchy-touchy. Lil Baby's interview with Big Loon marked a shift in his public perception that he hasn't been able to repair ever since. And now, even the new tracks he's putting out just aren't hitting the same. Instead of admitting it, Lil Baby fights it, and he has since dissed academics on multiple songs where he claimed that the blogger wasn't richer than him, and that he can get, quote, touched if necessary. But unfortunately, it shows what you can accomplish when you use disrespect as the fuel to power you to your dreams, and even things you didn't know you were capable of.
But Lil Baby, he like chilling right now, bro. He does not care, bro. I wouldn't care neither, bro, because it's like, I don't need to drop no more music, bro. We good.